Hello, this is Mark here at Gary's Guitars in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I'm here to talk about the Deluxe Reverb Tone Master Edition. So if we look at it, so what is the Tone Master? It is the digital version of the Deluxe Reverb. And so I want to do some comparison videos as well, but I thought it'd be cool just to talk about some basic things about it. What it is, what it isn't. So, the advantages to this, no, first of all, and I've said this a few times here, but I'm a tube snob. I have 19 tube amplifiers, different shapes, sizes, manufacturers. I have Vox, vintage Fender, Marshall. I have like a lot of good amps. And when these pedal-based digital amp emulators came out, I was really skeptical and I didn't go for any of them. But here comes the Deluxe Reverb Tone Master series, and I think they did a good thing. They hit a home run on this because take this back a little bit. I also play Hammond organ. I have brought Hammond organs and Leslie speakers to gigs, but at I think everyone remembers about 15 years ago, Nord first came out with their first, that red Nord keyboard. That even if you don't know what it is, you always see people playing this red keyboard live. That was the Nord keyboard, and what they figured out previous to that, all the digital pianos were like the Casios, and not just Casios, but Roland, and all the serious digital pianos would have 200 sounds, the Yamahas, and the 200 sounds, a drum machine, a bunch of effects and buttons and menus and MIDI controls and this and that. And along came Nord, and they kind of took a gamble and just and decided, well, what people really want are the good keyboards. They want a really good piano, a Hammond organ, a Wurlitzer, a Rhodes, and a CP70. The most popular kinds of piano-based keyboards. And they created this keyboard where they used all the memory and processing power to make just those few sounds. And it took off like crazy. It was exactly what everyone wanted. People didn't want 200 choices. They just wanted the piano to sound good. Enter the Fender Tone Master Series Deluxe Reverb. They make a twin reverb as well. Very similar though. It emulates the sound of a Fender amp. And that's all it does. All the controls are just like they are. Just like on the organ on the Nord, you have drawbars. All the controls, this being the Deluxe, it just has bass and treble. The twin would have a 3-band or 4-band reverb, tremolo, reverb, 3-band or 4-band EQ, tremolo, reverb, volume, 2 channels with 2 inputs in each channel, just like the old one. One 12-inch speaker inside the cabinet. So, it behaves like a guitar amplifier. It doesn't give you every possibility in the world. It's just a really good version of a Fender amplifier that costs less than the vintage amplifiers, that is hopefully more durable. We don't have the long-term stats, but there's not a lot that can go wrong in this thing. No tubes to change, no loose tube sockets to worry about. They're also exceptionally lightweight, 24 pounds, so half of what the tube version weighs, and the cost is less than the tube version, and the sound is nearly as good. And like I said, I want to do some comparison videos so you can hear it. So what else do I want to say about this? It also has a speaker. It has a direct down on the back. It has an attenuator, so you can make it behave like a lower wattage amplifier. So essentially, you get to you can turn up the volume louder and not have the thing blast you out, which on the twin version is very important. On this one, it emulates. That was the wind. It's a snowstorm today. That's why I'm making videos. It can emulate the sound of a lower wattage amplifier, 5 watts, 1 watt. So that's kind of cool. They have a DI that's XLR. So if you're at a show, the sound guy can plug right into it, and it does speaker simulation. Which actually, that brings me to the other point I want to make about this, and why this is cool, and why I think it's kind of better than those pedal-based direct things, is the speaker does something in this amplifier. And in all amplifiers, the speaker is really important. Not only that, but when you talk about a Fender amp, you have that open back, and you have this. In this case, you have one speaker in a large enclosure. The cabinet does something. The speaker shoots out the front. It shoots out the back. The speaker doesn't know which side it's front and back, so they often put out nearly as much sound out back. That will scoop on a wall and fill the room a certain way. This amp does that. It has the simulator as well if you're going direct, but when you're in the room with it, it's not like listening to your guitar amp through a PA speaker or listen to your guitar amp through a different guitar amp. It has some of that sound already like built into the cabinet. Cabinets are made in the same factory where they make the regular Deluxe Reverb reissues, so that's a plus. The look is 100% classic Fender look, so they're worth trying. Like I said, I'm going to try and post some videos of some ABs with old amps, new amps, the reissue. We'll figure that out. But for now, we got them here at Gary's. You can try them out. They're remarkably decent and definitely worth a try. They sound great right out of the box, and hopefully they'll continue to sound great for a good many years to come. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day.